Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. These reports, hopefully they have some special meaning to you, but they certainly do for me. And I want to let you realize, we talk about tournaments, and I know that this area has stressed the tournaments. But these reports that I give to you they're more about what exists in fishing for all of us that live in this area. And a lot of us aren't into tournament fishing. We may not even be into bass fishing. But I want you to realize that when I do try to put these together for you, that's what I'm thinking about. I know a lot of you might not fish that much. You might not be able to tell the difference between a smallmouth bass and a largemouth bass. We talk about walleye pike. Maybe some of you think they're a pike, but they're actually part of the perch family. But my point is that we still all have the potential to really enjoy our area and the fishing here. And right now, in the fall, it's a lot different than it is any other time of the year. In the spring, the fishing for our area is really about families finally getting out of the winter and getting a chance to get together and go down along the bank and put their rods in a little rod holder on the shore and just enjoy being together, enjoy being able to get out in nature again. In the fall, it's kind of a different direction. It's a time when we know things are sort of closing up, including us. We're closing our camps. We're taking docks out. We're getting ready for the winter. We're getting wood in. And football games play a big role. We're getting ready for the holidays. But there still is some fishing to be had right now. In fact, there's great fishing to be had if you can come to understand the changes that are taking place. And everything is about change. The fish are really changing now. They're getting ready for winter. And we have to realize that fish migrate. They move. And they move out of all the areas that they may have been in during the earlier part of the year and during the summer in particular. And now they're going to their winter haunts. And what does that mean? For each species, it's a little bit different. Walleyes in particular really travel. And I know there's a place, and I've told you about this before, but there's a place that I can fish along the St. Lawrence River from shore. And I know that when this time of the year comes, a whole group of big walleyes returns to a certain spot that I can cast from shore and I can reach, and I have a chance of catching these big walleyes. Here's the reason I know I have a chance, because I know they're going to be there. They're going to return to the very same centimeter of spot. In other words, that vast river, to them, they know every bit of it. And so they're going to come back there because that's where they know that they come this time of the year. And you can take any of our waters and you can find the same thing. Fish tend to group more together right now for a number of reasons, but no matter what the type of fish it is, whether it's a bass, a pike, a trout, whatever, they tend to be in groups, or we can say schools of a few fish to a number of fish. And I know we all know where Faubourg's, I'll call it Faubourg's Lake. It's named after the farm and the family that they have land along there. And this is a body of water that you really can only access by canoe or by kayak or along the shoreline. And I know there's a spot that just this time of the year, largemouth bass return to this you got to cast from shore right on. It's almost like you need a compass to be able to pinpoint your cast to the certain spot. But that certain spot becomes their home for a while. And I was shown this by Mike Bean. I didn't know anything about this. But my point is, these fish will be found in different places than they were earlier in the year. There's so much about this change that's important, and maybe we'll talk about it more in another report. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.